What's up, dudes and dudes to the internet? My name's Seth, and we are back again for some more Trove Subclassing. So we're going to be messing around with the Boomeranger subclass ability. You'll have to excuse how dark and gross it is, but I'm pressed on time, so I have to record this rather than wait for the day. But the subclass abilities in general are going to end up having their stats based on the level and power rank of the character that you're actually subclassing in question. So the level is going to determine the passive stat value, while the power rank is going to determine the passive values towards, well, in this case, a Fey companion that provides healing when you are low on life. So the higher power rank we are, the higher, that this little ally is going to end up healing us. Now, unfortunately, I'm really sad to report that this is pretty much the most useless passive ability that you can get in the entire game. And unfortunately, for today's purposes, we're not going to be able to even see it in action. Because, first of all, we've got this nice little fairy ally right here. Don't confuse it with the pinata one. That's mine. That is actually the passive right there. That's the subclass ability. So at least we get some type of a visual representation. You could end up using this ability just to have the little fairy extra ally around you. And of course, it's pretty cool too because, a lot of us were very confused why the Boomeranger ends up having the fairy companion. That doesn't make any sense. But it's because the Boomeranger is kind of a throwback to Link, right? Like, so this is kind of like Navi, right? Maybe, and, further to go with that, and I'm not trying to self-advertise, but further to go with my Link costume mod, which was one of the original costume mods for the Boomeranger, so maybe it's a throwback to that. I'm not trying to, sound full of myself here. I just think that it's very, very cool once you understand the shout-out to this. But unfortunately, I don't know what the stat values are for provided you healing when you are low on life. When is low on life? I'm assuming at 25% or less health on your character, which is unfortunate because I don't actually have a character that has enough health on, on the test server to actually take just enough damage for it to end up triggering. So right there, we actually saw we had maybe 30% of our health left, and the ally still isn't healing us. Like, seriously, what is your problem, you stupid little fairy? Don't just wait till I'm almost dead before you end up healing me, because otherwise I'm going to die. So let me see if I can just expertly get this to trigger here. I want to take just enough damage. Oh man, we got our death defying to trigger right there. So we got to wait for us to heal up a little bit here. I'll try and get to maybe 75,000. Let's try and see if I can get to maybe 80,000 health. And maybe now he's going to end up doing it. Come on, attack me. Attack me. Attack me. There you go, you moron. That's still, oh, that was the fairy effect right then and there. So it didn't do anything. Like, seriously, I have death defying and I have flasks. Why would I need an ally like this? So either way, it's cool and it's adorable, but it's a very, very useless ability, especially because what Trove's endgame is either trying to tank, in which case there's much better subclass abilities for that, or you're just trying to do damage, in which case you'd want to stay away from this one as much as possible. Maybe it could end up being useful for starting players, because potentially with this one, you're not going to end up needing all of the flasks and stuff like that you need for some of the late game dungeons and stuff, but I don't know, time will kind of tell. Maybe if you end up getting more power rank, it'll be a much better heal, but the fact is that it's still going to only end up healing you when you get low on health. Now, I'm really excited to see the amplifications of this with a tank character to see whether or not you can actually have the fairy healing you out often enough that you can end up surviving for a lot longer. Or if you're just gonna get healed out once, have to wait for like 50 minutes or something like that for the cooldown, and then you're just gonna end up dying and death defying thus takes the cake, right? So in any case, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Very much appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe for more daily content. Links are going to be in the description for not only the playlist with more subclass abilities, but also we're going to end up having a link to a bigger, longer video that talked about each individual subclass ability all at once. Sayonara and stay epic, everybody.